So there's one big issue in this business, and that is space and storage, which is why I do so many organizing videos. So these are all out of my truck, and there's a box over here in the corner you cannot see. I have to organize all this. Basically, this is all residential, some commercial hardware, and these are Office Depot boxes, by the way, but I haven't been able to find them lately, so I guess they stopped making them. This back here is from Home Depot. That one works pretty well, and I'll show you that in either this video or another video, but it takes up a lot of room. Got, here in the U.S. anyway, we got Schlage, Weiser, Quickset, then your commercial stuff. So each one of those has their own color, and each one of those has either a doorknob or a deadbolt, or a single or a double deadbolt. So you have to stock 6 times 3 times whatever the infinity number is. But it adds up to a lot of room because you have to leave it in the box, and the boxes take up a lot of room. Therefore, I use as many boxes, plastic boxes, as I can find that are square instead of, like, you know, roundy. Because as you've seen in some videos and other videos, it's like playing Tetris, putting them in there. And I try to keep 2 or 3 of each one of the most common things that are in my area, being Weiser and Schlage. Because in Quickset is still prevalent. So I carry LSDA for that. So literally I have LSDA, Schlage, 2 of these. Weiser is this big one. LSDA commercial is in one of these somewhere over here. But, you know, it adds up to a lot of room and a lot of weight that you got to carry. So it's just, you know, one of those issues. So I'll talk about it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's an issue. So, going back to Weiser, or specifically residential locks, Weiser, 2 Schlages, and LSDA are the 3 that I have. And as you can see, I'm not doing so great right there. So I'm going to play Tetris with this. Repack it. Because I've got a box right there that I have to put in here too. And also with Weiser, there are heavier grade deadbolts, and I've talked about that. It's just these bigger boxes. And I've got 2 single cylinder brass and 1 single cylinder satin nickel. An interior pack for a handle set, Cove, Quickset. Yeah, Quickset handle set. Quickset handle sets, the latch always breaks and the interior knob breaks. So 966CV, 11P dark bronze, that's one of the most common ones. Hey!
Got all of them for me today?
Yeah.
All of them in the box?
No, that's not right.
Oh, okay. All right.
Unless you want to help organize it.
I got you. Let's see.
See ya. And I've actually got a Weiser QA brake brass single cylinder that would be about like that. And 1 lever. So I don't carry this, actually a used lever. But it works. And a defiant deadbolt. This is for if I run across one on rental. Obviously that is in the wrong spot. However, I also have double cylinder. Did I say double cylinder brass? This is a double cylinder dark bronze. So, two different colors there. And it looks like I've got some Schlage Dexter, which is their cheaper brand. White brass entrance knobs. I don't really stock any passenger privacy. I just do all entrance because obviously it takes up some room. Latches that I was looking for, these need to go in the latch area so I can find them. And I'm going to need the room. So, let me go push this out. Yeah, I pushed it out. Alright, so starting fresh here, we have antique brass back here, single cylinder, antique brass, double cylinder. Single cylinder satin nickel, double cylinder satin nickel. Double cylinder dark bronze. Double cylinder satin nickel. So I've got two double cylinder satin nickels. That. And a double cylinder dark bronze. A single cylinder dark bronze. And the rest are doorknobs. So we have bright brass cheapy Yukon. Oh wait. So this is a Yukon dark bronze, and this is a Troy dark bronze. So the Troy's a bigger knob, it's more expensive. So bring this bright brass up front. So now I've got two bright brass Yukon, which are the cheaper. Two antique brass Beverly, which is a conical shape. Two satin nickel. Cheapies. And one satin nickel more expensive. So, I do not have I've used all my double cylinder dead bolts in bright brass. So literally the one item that I need, because we're allowed, unless it's HUD or something like that, but private houses are still allowed to put in double cylinder dead bolts. They've got glass around the door, so I go through those quite a bit. But got to put that on order and save room for it specifically because it needs to be 3. So that's going to make that tall. These are 2 single cylinder. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, here we go with lock Tetris. I have to leave room for those bright brass double cylinder dead bolts, but we'll go ahead. So I keep this in my van, not this way, but this way, so when I pull on it, I'm pulling it out. So when I pull it forward towards me and open the lid, I want what's up front here to be more accessible. Just seems easier, I don't know. It may just be me. But yeah, so I'm going to put the bright brass and the dark bronze kind of up front with satin nickel behind it. So we got bright brass. Actually, I don't really know how it's going to go until I start physically putting it in there. So we'll just do another bad thing about deadbolts is, like with the knobs, it's face up so you can see them. But with the deadbolts, I wish they'd put a sticker right here saying what it was. I could always write on there, but I don't know. I just wish there was a top sticker for the deadbolts. So I'm going to put bright brass in line with the bright brass. I'm going to put antique brass heck in line with the antique brass. And our bronze will be next. Let's go double, single. Alright, satin nickel. Go ahead and put another row in there. Oh shit, doesn't fit. It's alright. Making it fit. Just gotta keep shoving stuff in there. That is it's an antique brass LSDA knob. Cylindrical knob, so I mean it should technically be kind of right there. See, that leaves these deadbolts up top. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. So we've got two single cylinder heavy grade. So I'm going to put those on the bottom. I'm going to try to remember this, you know, when I'm out in the heat, thinking about what I have and what I don't have in the truck when I go into a house. And you know, there's always going to be the cases where, you know, you get to a house and you don't have the color or the whatever that you need, so you have to end up going back. So by stocking this, which is one reason why I hate having to go back, irritates me just for one, you know, type of color that I'm missing. We are balling with the double cylinder satin nickel. Okay. It's like 30 pounds. And next, that actually wraps up Weiser. Yay! I think these are on sale at Home Depot right now. And this is the yay size. This one's the yay size. Whatever yay size is best for you, but this one's about yay. Yay long, about yay wide. And it's been in my truck for 3 months now. Obviously they're stackable, but also one good thing is that kind of fits in the top of it. Not really wet off. Obviously these stack together, but you can't make the stack too high. So that now is stocked. That's going back over. And so that's how you stock and have Weiser locks. The reason why I prefer the Weiser mainly over the Kwikset. Now you've got the Kwikset heavy duty, and of course there are better. I know there's better locks, and you know, retail, wholesale. There's no pricing, but there's no good pricing nowadays. I remember back in the day. I remember when you could sell a product for a good price. Just can't do that nowadays. No sirree. You just can't get no good money for it. I tell you. How you doing? No, seriously, there's not a lot of markup in hardware. I actually hate it's the labor. You have to charge for your labor. You charge, you know, you go to Google price, you're gonna get a price that's cheaper than what you paid for it. Mark it up whatever amount, you know, for the handling. You know, it costs a lot. I may not use some of that hardware for a while, but if I am there on site and I have it, you're talking about every mile that you travel with that weight in your car, burning gas, you know, it adds up. So you're not within your bounds to explain that. If you get to a job where you're weekend, there's a lock broken, and they say, how much is the deadbolt? And you say $44, which is written on one of those boxes. And they get online and they say, well, here it's only like $40. You can say, well, yes, sir, I've got this here. This is our price on them. We carry it with us, blah, blah, blah. But long story short, when you put it in, you mark up your labor accordingly. So they're hiring you to do something that they're either unwilling or unable to do. So your labor cost should reflect that, because that's what you're there to do, not necessarily sell hardware. You can't be a rolling warehouse full of every possible thing. It's physically impossible. But you can carry a common stock of stuff, you know. But between that and your tools, yeah, it ends up taking up room. Some of you drive SUVs, and I've had to use Kim's truck when mine was, you know, at the mechanic. And I've had to put all that, you know, if I knew that I was going to be working for a week or so, that I've had to keep it limited as much as possible. But yep, it adds up. So anyway, there's my little discussion on organizing, Weiser, and storage containers. Thanks for watching, guys. Y'all have a great weekend, and I got to get this crap cleaned up for Monday and get my truck loaded back up. I'm actually emptying it so that I can kind of clean it this weekend. It's just too hot during the day. And last Sunday I meant to do that. I meant to get up early and clean the truck or organize the truck Sunday morning, but we had to pick up the kid who had come back from Italy at like 1 o'clock in the morning, so obviously we slept late. And if it goes beyond 8:30, we're toast outside. So anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Catch y'all next video. Bye.